Welcome to the channel. This will be a reading focused on the energy of Britney Spears. This was a request made by Sarah. Thank you so much. I love the requests I've been getting. Thank you, everyone who's made a request. I hope I didn't miss any comments. But thank you so much. The time you take and energy that you give is more appreciated than you can imagine. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. But let's see if we can tune in to Britney Spears and see what's going on in her energy. Can you show me what is representing Britney's energy right now? Oh. The Eight of Cups to the Ten of Cups. This could talk about how she is walking away. The Eight of Cups is an energy that is going down a new path, okay? And these cups, they represent the love. There's things in these cups. They're not spilled over. They're standing still. But this person has to walk away from them. Like, whatever's in these cups is no longer serving this person. So they are making a choice to walk on to a new day. And I'm going to say it's connected to, or what they are walking away from would be connected to their Ten of Pentacles, which would represent things that have been built. Home, family. This even represents, like, money. Sometimes an inheritance. So this could be saying that Britney has had it and is ready to walk away. And even maybe leave behind whatever idea they had of what a family was for them. I felt it, so I said it. And maybe even walking away from, like, they feel like they have to walk away from what they've built, put time into, energy, specifically their money, maybe. Oh, I have a King of Wands on the bottom. The Sun. I saw that before it flipped over, but I didn't want to, like, came out with a pile. And this Four of Cups. So, this could, I want to say this could represent Sam. But if it doesn't specifically represent that person, it's someone, it could be a fire energy, a fire sign, a Leo maybe, or someone that she attached passionate energy to, and the possibility of a new day, a new beginning with. Happiness, with the sun being there. Could have been someone that made her feel like everything was about her, or it could have, at some point, she could have felt like everything was about that person. The flames in the hand, the flames around this energy, and the sun being a flame. And the Four of Cups, this could represent that at one time she desired this cup, but now she's covering the rose in that cup. Or she could have felt like she was the rose being neglected by the outside energies. She could have felt like she was watching either the energy give to something else, or have just started to have an awareness that attention that was given to her was not the attention that she wanted. I felt that, so I said it. Alright, let's see. Yeah, she may have felt like she needed to escape with that Six of Swords. Oh, nightmare. Okay. Well, I guess, I'll ask about Sam. How does Britney feel about Sam? Five of Wands on the bottom. So this came out in reverse. Flipped over. See those eyes? That's an energy that's not happy. I usually associate the Five of Wands with fighting that comes off more like, unlike the Five of Swords, which could be like aggressive, maybe actual physical fighting. Five of Wands for me is more like people we thought we could work with, not hearing us. Like fighting that's unnecessary. Usually that's what the feels I get from this card in general. And I'll say specifically the art in this card just makes me, I mean, it looks like Medusa. So when I'm asking specifically about Britney's feelings about Sam, maybe she felt like she wasn't heard, just unnecessary fighting, not being heard, and I'll say the eyes say it all there. The Knight of Coins and the Seven of Coins. She could have felt like she wasn't being heard, and that maybe this energy was money focused. Maybe that's something she came to an awareness of, or what she thought. Because I also associate the Pentacles not only with prosperity, money, literally money, but also rooting, like building things. And in this card, I see an energy that's like exhausted, battered. It's out here. The Seven of Pentacles should be all about watching what we've planted grow. But it's like, this is a very bizarre card to me. I get weird feelings from it. These stone heads. It's like, what is this energy planting? What are they building? What are they growing? They're out in the sun. They're pregnant, okay, in this card, holding their belly, out in like a deserty, I mean, it should be a field with things growing, but it's like a desert, and the only thing I see growing are big stone heads. So that makes me feel like Britney might feel like what we said here, not being heard, maybe even someone picking fights with her, like making her feel in her head kind of nuts. Like, you know, when people pick a fight, they twist your words, make you feel like it's you. That's what I'm getting from this card, like a sense of like aggravation, being made to feel like they're the problem. That's what I felt. And what may have, in her eyes, started as something that could have roots, like a love and a relationship that could grow. What she wanted to, she wanted to grow and build with this person, this energy. But all she got was, like, made to feel in her head. Maybe, like I said, with this feeling like it's in their head. Yeah, this very strange Seven of Pentacle card, and coming out with this question in this way. Maybe she started to see what she was building wasn't what she thought it was. Like, you know. And Justice came out, and the Knight of Swords, and they're in reverse. Sometimes the Knight of Swords is, personally, when I see this, especially in reverse, it makes me think someone that's flighty, just because this energy's, normally you don't see knights flying or having wings. They usually are on a horse or some sort of animal. They're moving, okay? Swords are about clarity and truth, but this is in reverse. And sometimes we associate the Knight of Swords with like a Sometimes you'll hear readers say it's a narcissistic energy. I try to be careful with that word because narcissism is a legit mental illness, and there are like 7 different types of narcissism. So, but I'm gonna say this, I'm getting that feeling. This is an energy that maybe wasn't honest, in and out, an energy that's in and out. That's also associated with this card as a person, someone that is, yeah, flighty, right? And aggressive, in and out. And sometimes a narcissistic type of energy. And Justice being here in reverse, definitely she feels like the scales are not balanced with this person. She may feel legit injustice. And it could represent legal matters, okay? But that Britney, on her side, again, this is a general reading for entertainment purposes only, but the cards are telling me, and this is what, I tell you what the cards mean and what they make me feel. And this definitely represents, especially in being in reverse, imbalance in the connection, a feeling of not having balance with this person. I'm tempted to ask, I don't know, I was gonna ask how Sam feels about Britney, but I don't know if I should do that separately. It's a separate energy. How does Britney feel about Jamie, her sister? Jamie Lynn Spears. How does Britney feel about Jamie, her sister? I saw that Temperance there, that could represent a desire for balance in that connection with her sister, feeling like she lacks the patience that is required to have a relationship with her. That's what I felt. Temperance is all about patience. Okay, what does Miss Britney feel about Jamie, her sister? How does Britney feel about Jamie Lynn? 3 of Cups. Huh. So the first thing I felt was cheated. The 3 of Cups also is like, like, it can represent wanting to reunite, talk, like have a drink, like go out and have a drink and talk. But that when I get this in relationship readings, sometimes, like if I get this and then like the 3 of Swords, I'll be like, uh-oh, could be a third party. Immediately I felt cheated. And then seeing this on the bottom, the 7 of Wands, this could be the person that, the shield is up. They feel like they have to protect themselves. So I'm going to say Britney feels cheated by her sister. Oh, there's that. She might feel about Jamie Lynn, like I said, I'm just really getting this feeling of being cheated. And yeah, she's defensive. She feels like she has to protect herself from her sister, which is very sad. And this, okay, so wand energy, I always associate, like I always say, wand energy in general is it's fiery, impulsive, sometimes, like impulsive. It's also about creation. So I'm gonna say that Britney might feel like Jamie Lynn is an impulsive energy that, again, a flighty energy on this bird, this phoenix. She might look at it like this really making me have the feel of the phoenix rising again. She might look at Jamie Lynn like Jamie Lynn is trying to rebuild herself or be born again in a sort of way. But I think she feels like she can't really talk to her sister, or if she does, like just like the how I read it before for Sam, feeling like not being heard, feeling like we're like unnecessary fighting, unorganized fighting, people not hearing each other, and she might feel like that about her. Could also be connected like thinking like you're just money hungry. That's where I felt. I guess I'll put these back for. How does Britney feel about becoming famous so young? Or maybe just overall I should ask, how does Britney feel about being famous? Her career? That's a loaded question. But, she might escape. How does Britney feel about her career? I don't know if I should be more specific, because it's been a very long career. Oh, well. Alright, let's see. 6 of discs on the bottom. This is a card of the giver. It's like, this energy has more than these. And these are like, can I have some? So, I don't always read this card that way. But that's what the card is, the 6 of Pentacles. It's the prosperous energy giving to the less prosperous energies beneath it. So, this could talk about how she feels throughout her career. She's had to give. In relationship readings, and just sometimes I read this card like the person might feel like they have to give more than they get back. The Star. Again, this page, this Knight of Wands. So, having to do with the career, she could feel like, I just said, giving. She could feel a few things when I see this card. One, that this was her wish at one time. And maybe always having one foot in, one foot out of feeling whole is what I felt. Like desiring this and wishing for it, but then it not being everything it's cracked up to be, maybe. And also, I associate this with the Aquarius, and when I say that, the zodiac sign, or if I associate a zodiac sign with a card, it has to do with the traits I associate with that sign. So like a quirkiness, like a head in the clouds, feet not on the ground type of energy. And this, I'm going to say, like just like for the Jamie Lynn question, I'm associating this with like maybe a flighty energy, impulsiveness, and creating with the wand energy. So I'm gonna say like this might represent like throughout the career, how, you know, feeling like if not having to give more than she gets back, just being looked at as the person that's expected to give, and maybe recognizing that there was a lot of, or is a lot of beauty to being in this position, but recognizing that maybe always having had a desire to step out of it, but she is a legit star. So, like, maybe having some sort of, like, regret or wondering the what ifs. Like, if I had not become this huge of a star, what would my life maybe have been like? But definitely always having a desire to create, I'm gonna say, seeing this. And I just felt it, so I'll say it, having a fire in the belly for creation. So I don't know if she really could see her life a different way. King of Swords, Nine of Cups, Hierophant, Hermit, the Page of Swords, the Devil, Five of Coins, the Knight of Swords, Five of Cups, the Magician, and the Three of Swords. Okay. So, I was asking about how she feels about her career, which was a kind of loaded question. So, this King of Swords, I'm not sure if that represents an actual person. Because, like, this energy in this card is very cold, in my opinion. The Nine of Cups is, like, all about fulfillment, happiness. I feel like this is the beginning of the career. How maybe there was a desire. The Nine of Cups with the it's like the ultimate fulfillment. What fills our cups? It can be even a little selfish to me. This could be representing like the beginning of the career. How there had to be like a way to look at things, to separate like the creation part and the business part. This may represent how I felt it, so I'll say it. This could represent how, like, maybe her dad's energy, or her parents' energy, or the people in and around her during the beginning, that kind of, like, where she was looking at it or feeling more like she's an artist, a creator. This will bring happiness and fulfillment, even maybe in a selfish way, being very young, not, not seeing down the line, like when you're this famous, what can happen, like, just, her story, right? What's going on with her. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like this King of Swords energy just, it represents kind of the control. That's like maybe the beginning of the control, and maybe seeing her as something that can be capitalized or, sold as a product. But maybe her just focused on the happiness it brought at that time, or what maybe other people expected her to be. And I'm going to say this Hierophant card represents either her having a connection with the higher power, or admiration for a person, a real person in her life that maybe kept her on a path with God, or maybe even someone in her life. I felt it, so I'm just going to say it. Utilizing, okay, or using, knowing, like, her connection with a higher power, using that in some way to manipulate how she went along this path in her career. I don't know if that makes sense, but I felt it, so I said it. Alright, and then I'm going to say these 3 cards are like the recent past. Connected to the feelings about her career. And the Hermit, this is like the energy that goes within, is sometimes hiding in the cave. Sometimes I call it ghosted energy. So sometimes a person that ghosts, disappears. So sometimes I say it's like the feeling of, you know, like when you're in the room with the person, but it's like they're not there. That kind of energy. This Page of Swords. This can sometimes be like a spy, like someone that's getting information, wants information. And then I have the Devil card here, which is addictions. We link it sometimes to toxic energy. Sometimes it represents a Capricorn. Sometimes it can talk about slaying the demons, overcoming our addictions. But yeah, these 3 cards here, just getting that irky feeling that this kind of might represent the conservatorship, feeling bound, controlled, even like confused. It can talk about sometimes alcohol and, you know, like abusing certain things in one's life. Even being, I would say, chained, feeling like a slave, feeling bound, controlled utterly by this being that's over, you know, just, I mean, yeah, I just feel irky sadness from these cards. So I'm feeling like this is representing that time in her career and life. I'm going to say those 2 things are intertwined because since she's been young and in, you know, the public eye, she's kind of been, her career and her life are like intertwined. So this could be I'm reading this. This is how she feels about her career, which is intertwined with her existence at this point, right? And this, I'm going to say, is like probably what's like the most current energy, and I'm going to say it's connected to like Sam and stuff and what's going on kind of currently, which would be feeling left in the cold. I'm going to say this card, it could just be like all the people that just want to take her pentacle, like legit, right? Her feeling like very alone. This card for me represents someone that feels like the door's been closed in their face. They're left literally in the cold. Sometimes feeling physically not well. And this card legit represents, like, it's sometimes 2 people in the snow on a street walking, and they're walking by a church. And that's supposed to represent how the church doors, like church doors, are always opened. And those 2 energies are choosing kind of to not walk. I don't know, like, if you could read it like they're walking towards the doors of the church. It's usually read like they're not going into the doors of the church. Sometimes I see it like those doors have been closed to that energy. And that's kind of what I'm feeling with this. Britney could feel like the doors have been closed to her, even the holy doors. Maybe she's actually, you know, like, I don't know how to word this, like, communicating with, you know, like, people who talk to God. She might be feeling like she's been talking to God, but God's not answering or hearing her. That's what I felt, so I said it. And with this Knight of Swords, this is again, the in and out energy, flighty. And this Five of Cups. This is Five of Cups is sometimes read as the energy like they're looking at what they don't have, the cups that have spilled, instead of these cups behind them that are still standing. But sometimes I feel like, depends what stands out in the card. For me right now, this is really standing out. Like, I feel like these are cups that were spilled not by the person, but by the outside. I just really feel that. And I just look at all the sadness in this card. It's so sad. This is a person that's like, it's the same silhouette as this here, and the same silhouettes here even. Sometimes too, I just felt it because I was seeing the silhouette. Sometimes I read this card too as someone that needs help. Like, they need help from someone above them. So, yeah, I'm just feeling there's a lot of sadness in this card. And I'm feeling it's not so much that Britney is not focusing on, the stuff she still has. I think she's focused on what's been taken from her. That's what I felt. And that it must be very difficult, or if general reading, for entertainment purposes only, but I'm really feeling like she feels very alone. This card too, it's a card of feeling left in the cold and alone. And yeah, just depressed. Just feeling a lot of depression and sadness. Just right, look at all the tears in the eyes. She might feel like all eyes are on her, that she can't properly mourn or feel what she wants to feel because there's so many judging eyes judging her. But I do really feel that she might feel in it right now, in the feelings, in the emotions, in the tears, whatever, like, these tears are caused by. She might feel like she's being, like, she's soaking in it, drowning in it almost. But I'm really feeling like these cups represent what was spilled on, like, outside. Like, she could not control that these were spilled cups. Again, the cups that she maybe feel like she has to walk away from, even though there's still love and feelings in them. And it's ending with this Magician card and this Three of Swords. So I'm gonna say, if I was reading this just not like just separate from Britney, I would say this could represent that someone cheated, or that Britney feels cheated. Either way, this person feels heartbroken. This could represent, I could read it like these are three people. Like, each sword might represent a person. And these eyes all around her. So, I don't know. What does this mean? Does this mean that she feels like everyone can see how her heart is broken? Does it represent her feeling like she cannot hide or like feel things without others seeing because she has no privacy? Does it represent that someone actually cheated on her? This represents in itself heartbreak. It's definitely feeling super heartbroken. So she could be feeling a lot of just inner turmoil, sadness, and pain, and heartbreak. The Magician, this is the energy that manifests creates, okay? And it also is a person that has everything it needs to create the new beginning it desires and wants to manifest. With this being here, I don't know if this is saying that Britney created or felt she created a new beginning, but then was like blindsided with the heartbreak of feeling like she had been cheated by loved ones, manipulated. This could, even with all these strings, makes me feel like she could feel like she had no control of her heart, of her love. I just felt even like the kids and Kevin, just like all of the people in her life that she's given love to, or she's felt like she's given her heart to, she may feel like she can't trust any of them, that they all broke her heart, or are like purposefully trying to break her heart. She might feel like these energies want to leave her in the cold financially and emotionally when I see that. Yeah, and I think I'm going to leave that there because it already went too long. If you have questions that I didn't ask, leave it in the comments, and because I might do another reading on Miss Britney here. If you want to support what I do, like the video, subscribe if you're not already. You can buy me a coffee or contact me for a personal reading. That info is in my description. But yeah, leave a comment with a request if you have one. And again, if you have any questions I didn't ask here that you'd like me to ask, leave it in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in and sharing your time with me. And I hope to see you guys next time. God bless.